Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to Cool's Reviews. This week we're checking out a little bit different content than usual, though we have done a couple different comic book videos in the past. We figured we'd check out the Suicide Squad, not to be confused with Suicide Squad, two different movies, both in DC, but this one's directed by James Gunn, and we figured it's the right time to talk about this just because James Gunn's kind of taken over DC and is planning the 8 to 10 year window of how they're going to lay out the movies and map it. So why not start checking out some of the films that he's already made within DC. As usual, my name is Keegan. Joining me tonight is
Matt.
Sam.
Alright, so I think it's at least Sam's first time watching this one. Sam, was it your first time watching this one?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you think, non-spoiler wise, of this one?
I thought it was pretty good. It was definitely interesting. A lot of interesting people in it, if I can say that. Diverse group of actors that I didn't expect to all be in there, for the most part.
And then, Matt, I know you've seen it before. How did you feel about watching it again?
I like it. I mean, it's a good one. It's one of the DC movies that I like. I don't know. I don't like many of them, but this was a good one.
Maybe we'll do a DC bracket sometime.
I would have to watch a majority of those movies in order to even participate.
They're quite diverse. I mean, you get something like this one, you get the Joker, you get like Wonder Woman, and then you get like Birds of Prey. I mean, there's just lots of different stuff. So yeah, we definitely have to watch, but we've done a movie bracket, so why not do a second one? But not next year. Gotta give ourselves a year to prep for that one. I don't know how many times I've watched this. Probably 3 or 4 now. It's still pretty good.
I think you're missing a couple zeros on there.
I mean, I don't think it's that much.
So a zero then?
Just 1 0. 30 or 40 times. It hasn't been that much, but I mean, I have watched it more than a few times. And it's still enjoyable. Like, I still liked it. So
I think this was my 3rd time.
it's hard to, I guess, describe. Obviously, it's a comic book movie. There's comedy mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost got that B-movie feel to it, but in a good way. As far as the final act, I suppose. How do you guys feel about the acting, Sam?
I mean, I thought it was pretty good. It's definitely well. Some of them sold some things that I'll say with unspoilerly, like, showed, like, the correct emotions and, like, very well done. No, a lot of the actors did a really good job with like, everything that they were, like, portraying in the movie, so I thought they did a really good job.
Okay. Matt?
Very well. The acting was really well.
Yeah, I thought
So
acting was good.
you know, without spoiling it. I mean, characters did well. And his name is John Cena. It was awesome.
I didn't see him in the movie, though. I mean, and what about cinematography and direction? How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I definitely enjoyed the cinematography. I guess making it, can I say, more realistic? Okay.
I mean, it's not as, like, realistic as, like, The Batman, which we've done a review on.
That one was fake, but we're not going to talk about that.
Sam, they already know what you said. They can go watch it. It's online. It's live. Can't take back what you said. And we watched that one in...
Can you?
We watched that one in Roswell. Honestly, like, the scene with them at the bar, which isn't a spoiler because it happens in both types of Suicide Squads.
Mm-hmm.
But the one in them in the bar just, like, having fun, I was like, that could be us in Vegas. Or not Vegas,
It could be us in Vegas. That's
well,
for
it
sure.
could be in Vegas, but it just reminds me of Roswell. I don't know why. We had a good time out there. Are we going back?
We didn't hit a bar in Vegas or Roswell.
No, but we had a good time.
True.
Did they even have a bar in?
But we'll be going back to Roswell.
True.
You guys know this. You've seen our videos. We talk about it like once a video. But I guess we'll get to rating recommendations so we can get to spoilers. So Sam, rating recommendation.
I'll do a 9 out of 10. I thought it was really good. Recommend it. Definitely recommend it.
Alright, Matt.
We'll go 8.5 and recommend it.
Okay, I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. How about that? Just
Right in the middle.
right in the middle. Then we're all right. No, I recommend it. I think it's good. It's definitely one of the better like recent DC movies. Not that all of them have been bad. The 4-hour Justice League was pretty good actually, but it's 4 hours, so it's kind of a.
I still haven't watched it all yet.
Alright, so Matt now set himself up. He knows next video. I'm just kidding.
I'll watch an hour at a time. It'll take 4 weeks.
But from here on out, guys, we are going to talk spoilers. Which it's a 2-year-old movie, I think, at this point. At least 2 years, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But just
It's
in
a
case,
COVID movie.
yeah, just in case you guys haven't seen it,
I shouldn't think.
click away. It's okay, I'll edit it out.
It won't make you sick, don't worry.
But in case you guys haven't seen it, just click away. Thank you guys for joining us for this review. But if you have seen it and want to watch us talk spoilers, stay with our video. So Sam, going into spoilers, what do you have to say about this movie?
I like how they're going into a more gory side, and that's what I meant with by being more realistic, is that showing the actual, like, I mean, some of it is pretty exaggerated, but, like, the more, like, damage of what would actually happen, opposed from that, like, kind of going around it, I guess. Making it more, like, kid-friendly-ish. I guess more adult-style movie is the best way to kind of explain that.
We have a little grenade go off in your body and just to watch the flash just go.
Yeah.
It's like,
Exactly.
oh my goodness.
I mean, that whole scene right there where just their Bloodsport and Peacemaker, Cena and Idris Elba are trying to one up each other
Mm-hmm.
every kill. I mean, compared to the last time they made Suicide Squad, this one I think earns that title a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because the first one I think there was 2 deaths. Yeah, I think only 2 of them died.
I thought 3 did.
But with this movie, I mean, right off the bat, how many were in the first, 6 people died right away? Jai Courtney as Boomerang returning from the last one died right away. So I'm sure that shocked a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the other group, I mean, what was it, 2 or 3 died from that one?
Yep.
Including, well, I guess Rick Flag was from the first one, so another first movie character died. So yeah, I mean, you definitely felt, I guess, who's going to survive in this one more?
Right.
Like, it felt like anyone could die at any moment.
I think the most interesting character was Polka Dot Man.
Right. Which I thought they said Coconut Man at first, and I was just like, interesting. I wonder how this is going to play out.
Just throws coconuts.
Yeah, but to like have those things grow all over in his body, outside his body, have to regurgitate him.
Twice a day.
Yeah, and then shoot him out of his wrist like Spider-Man type, you know. And for them to be like highly acidic and just like absolutely incinerate and demolish anything they contacted was pretty cool.
It was definitely unique.
Yeah, I mean, Gunn definitely picked some of the, I guess we'll say bottom of the barrel people, like lower tier villains, outside of like Harley Quinn and stuff. But like villains I don't think a lot of mainstream people know about. I mean, Ratcatcher 2's like a new character, but based off of obviously the original Ratcatcher. But the rest of them are, you know, villains from the DC comic lore. Polka Dot Man definitely came from a different time of DC. But I think the update worked really well. He was definitely one of the better characters, I would say. I think Ratcatcher 2 was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of my favorite from this one. I mean, it's hard. They all had really good personalities, I think.
No, absolutely.
I mean, they fleshed out the majority of them, at least the ones that survived the initial 5 minutes.
The initial onslaught.
Yeah. I mean, because, like, I think when Rick Flag dies, you're just like, damn, I didn't think he was going to die. And then we finally got our long-awaited John Cena heel turn. Matt's been waiting for that NWO mode for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm glad to finally see it came.
Mm-hmm.
Did this happen before he faced Bray Wyatt? It might have, actually.
It could have been. It's always hard to tell when it was filmed versus released, and then when the match happened and everything.
Because there he had that, like, brief little NWO moment. He didn't turn heel, though. So this would probably be his first heel turn.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in other movies, but, like, mainstream movies, right? So we also picked this because it kind of deals with extraterrestrials, doesn't it, Sam?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean,
Kind of a big. I mean,
the main big bad is an extraterrestrial.
yeah, it is, but it's kind of like not. Like there's 2 mentions of extraterrestrial things in it, but it's like very. I mean, until like the end, kind of the end scenes, it's very like short, but it is definitely there.
Yeah,
Definitely.
just a being floating among the stars that we captured and were experimenting on.
True.
Could this be Roswell vibes? Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, because who knows what kind of cosmic creatures are actually out there, like amongst the stars.
Right, again, going back, we create our own villains. And this way, it was
Mhm.
kind of... Starro was kind of like our own villain we created. Because it didn't seem like Starro was coming to Earth. It was just captured and brought to Earth.
Right.
And then just really pissed off because it had been experimented on for like 30 years.
Yeah.
Starro's obviously big in comic lore as the first villain for the Justice League. So that's how Starro was kind of introduced in comic lore. Matt, going into spoilers, what do you have to say about it?
It's a lot of action, like Sam said. Some of these superhero movies, everything is so dry and not accurate with how it would happen, And they always say superheroes have the good creed of not killing anyone. They just temporarily put a pause to them. So I guess that's a good reason to have some villains as superheroes because they don't give 2 shits.
I don't know. I've seen some Batman scenes where he's basically killing somebody.
Well, Batman supposedly never killed anybody.
I mean,
Supposedly.
I've seen Batman vs. Superman, or Batman Returns, or Batman 1989.
Right, but I enjoy it very much. The villains do a great job, and you finally get yourself into a mood where you cheer for the villains. Like, all right, let's go villains. Well, I've been guilty of it before, cheering for the villain. It was good to see the villains finally get a win.
Yeah, and almost have like a change of heart in a way. I mean, some of them definitely were more of a villain than others. You look at Ratcatcher 2, doesn't seem like a big villain. And then you look at some of the people that got killed right away, which were definitely villains. Yeah, I think it does a good a trick of tricking the audience into thinking one person's going to be the narrator, and then not have them be.
Mm-hmm.
Like Savant definitely didn't last very long. But it seemed like he was going to be like the normal, everyman character. And then, I mean, who turned into that? Was it Rick Flag? It might have been Polka Dot Man. Could have been Ratcatcher too. You guys should let us know. Who was your favorite character in the Suicide Squad?
Just coming through.
But yeah, Sam, any final thoughts?
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, any final thoughts?
I definitely thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. Definitely check it out. This is one that we recommend, so check it out.
Yeah, and perhaps we'll come back and watch Peacemaker and do some reviews on that as well, since it's like the follow-up to the Suicide Squad, and maybe we'll talk a little bit more about these. If you guys like it, just let us know in the comments below. But until next time, if you want more Cool's reviews, click that link over in my face. If you want more about what we're doing here at Cool's Paranormal, click that link over to Sam. And don't forget to hit that like and give us a
Subscribe.
And switch that notification bell from personalized to all if you want to be notified on all of our videos.
And let us know, do you want more DC videos? And who was your favorite character in the Suicide Squad?